Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the new episode of Telia Pathfinders. It's Pathfinders, right? Yes, Pathfinders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job. You remembered.
I sometimes do a good job, yes. Um, yes, so
Son.
welcome everyone. We are on episode 4 of Telia Pathfinders. Um, Back with a previously supposedly dead face and one not so much. Um, you are hoping for a lot, Spyro. Hoping for a lot.
As always.
Yes, I am joined here with my good friends, Spyro Proxy. Say hi.
Oh,
Him.
hi.
Okay.
Yes, him.
I'm not sure what to expect anymore.
And
The unexpected, of course.
Captain Isfak. Previously Greymane, now Captain Isfak. Say hi.
Hi.
Good.
Hi.
Really?
Good. All right. So, we start our session today with a recap. And you know what we do with recaps. Which of you is planning to do the recap today?
Can
I
I do a
can do the recap of
recap?
next session.
Okay, you want to do
My
it next
recap
session
of
or
last
no?
my recap of last session is pretty simple. It's I opened my eyes and I was at the guild.
Uh-huh.
I looked up, I saw Lila, Alphonse, and James Shivers.
So, Alfonso, how about you do the recap of last session?
Okay. So
I'm gonna try to beat
I
that.
I come in here to this backwood town, see if I can find some clues on magic to resurrect my sister, so she can get me married. Get sent to kill some bandits. It's okay, but gold. Get paired up with a magic caster. All right. Guess that happened. We came back. Don't even get paid. Our town gets destroyed. I have to fight a guy that used to belong to the guild, and I'm not admitting it to anyone, but I was really scared because I couldn't hit him. And then he asks, "Help me," and I'm like, "What? Help you? Help me?" And everyone wants to kill him. I don't want to kill him because I thought he was dead and now he's alive. So I don't know. Maybe whoever did this can do the same for my sister. So it's okay. I saved the guy. I want to know what he has to say. And I don't know. I'm kind of done at this point.
All right. I suppose that was with the combination of the two recaps. I think we're good to go.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it was a good true neutral recap.
Yeah. Sure. Let's go with that.
Right?
Um,
Huh?
well, at least we know that Alphonse was peeing his pants when he couldn't hit the guy. Then
Yeah.
now that guy, as we begin the session.
But that's metagaming.
Uh-huh. That guy, as we begin the session, is currently laying down on a table. His shield is on the ground. He is still covered in the wooden armor, but he is awake. Lothar, your
That's my cue.
memories of what has transpired are hazy, to say the least. Things. It is a storm of images, sounds, smells, all your senses mixed in, and you manage to catch some, but you'll need a bit to reorganize your thoughts. The only thing you're certain of is Cerise died. You continue the mission against this creature, this plant creature. But the creature overpowered you during your fight. You were enveloped in vines, and everything went dark as you lost consciousness. There are flashes, but for now, that is what you remember, unless you try to reorganize your thoughts. But now, what you see is the roof of the guild, the Pathfinders Guild. You see that you are on a table. You see that James Shivers is by your side. You see that there are a few faces you don't recognize and a few faces you do recognize, but you are back at the guild.
Oh, oh, it was all a dream. Oh, that's a relief.
No. No, it wasn't. Tell us
Uh,
about your dream.
the vines, the Cerise. Did I live with Cerise? Did we go on a mission, Malkin village?
Sure did, says Shivers as he sits down. He seems heavily bruised and hurt. Sure
Oh,
did.
so it all really happened, huh?
I remember giving us a hell of a beating.
Uh, no. Last thing I remember, I was fighting the Root Lord. I was trying to finish the mission. Apparently, I failed.
All right. Well, can't say that's good news to hear. But
Uh,
you failing the mission apparently got you in the hands of the bad guys.
I guess he thought he could use me. Probably more worth for him alive than dead.
Probably. I sure as hell know you beat the shit out of us.
Uh, Sorry for that, boss.
Yeah, whatever. He
I,
just
I,
picks
I
up a
don't
mug.
remember a thing.
At this point,
Was
Lothar, as they are mentioning this, you do remember fighting in the market of the town. You remember using your shield to block Alphonse's attack, the same armored guy that is standing a few feet away from you. You remember hitting Shivers, and you remember being hit, and it's still you have flashes, but it is still a mess.
was the Root Lord here? Did you kill him?
No, big fucking dragon was.
Didn't find that one. Maybe summoned him from the monolith or something. He was doing a ritual when I interrupted him.
Uh, Try to remember, boy. What can you tell us about what was going on there?
Uh, all I know is that he was. I mean, he killed everyone in the Malkin village. They were covered in roots. As we arrived, the roots took over the bodies and they were animated somehow. They attacked us. Uh, oh, we found a wood elf in the city from one of the tribes in the forest.
An elf, right?
Yeah.
What did he tell you?
It told us it was somehow related to the monolith.
The
Like he
Malkin
saw some,
monolith.
yeah, he saw some cultists doing some ritual near it. He said they were breaking the pact they had with the village. Not sure what that means. I mean, I don't really know what the pact was.
Hmm.
After that, me and Cerise decided to go investigate the monolith. She got killed before we arrived. And when I got there, I found this root lord. He said he wanted to destroy all humans.
Well, ain't that a peach? Some plant fucker that wants to kill us all.
Yeah,
You sure you don't
pretty
remember?
powerful though.
You sure you don't remember anything else after that?
It's all very foggy. Maybe after I rest for a bit. Maybe.
Right? I think everyone here deserves a rest. And then you see him turn towards Barnabas, the old spellcaster, and he said, "You sure he's not gonna, pick up a sword and stab us all in the back during the night?" Barnabas just looks at him, gives a shrug, goes back to eating his meal.
I sure hope I don't.
Uh, yeah, sure as hell hope you don't. I'm gonna be retiring for now. My room, yeah, and he just starts limping away. Uh, you are left
Mm-hmm.
with currently the only ones that are awake are, let's see, that you, the ones that you know. There's Helena Silvers.
The one that was with us on the
Yes,
market.
you
Yeah.
know her. She's been in the guild for a few months, and she's not super high ranked. She is a green belt, but she is a friendly face. You do see Barnabas, the old cranky wizard that he's been here since long before you joined the guild. You also see Ren, who is sitting on the floor, leaning against a wall, uh, seemingly unconscious. The big Oni. You
Mm-hmm.
also see laying on the table. Uh, you see Ricard, who seems to be dead on another table. The body was brought in. I
Ah,
think that's all. That's all the ones you see. Let me just. Uh, yes, you also see Alana, who is being tended to by Helena. She is. She's been in the guild for a while. She's a she they call her the Oracle. She has some divination magic that is pretty useful. Also, of course, you do see Alphonse, a guy. Actually, you don't know him, so you only see a guy in heavy armor, and you see Lila, who you know.
I'm sorry for giving you guys a hard time.
Oh, yes, it wasn't hard at all.
Well, that's good.
Do
I
you know?
I really wouldn't want to, have killed any of you, or damaged you permanently.
No, it's fine. Wasn't a big deal. Oh, good. Anyways, Do you know where to go? Where that guy was?
Oh,
Where the monolith is?
my best bet would be the monolith. Yeah, I can lead us there. Been there. I know the way. I think I have a tendency for getting lost in the woods. I mean, Cerise was the one guiding me. But I can try. I know the general direction. I mean, if we don't get lost in the forest, we'll probably get there. Maybe.
At this moment, you see the door open, and you see a couple of members, the lower ranks, the whites and yellow belts that didn't really participate in any of the big battles. You see them drag in a figure that you recognize, Lothar, as Cerise. She is completely covered in this wooden outer shell, almost like armor, but also almost seems to be grafted to her body. And but she did have a faceless mask, so to speak, but it has been shattered during the last blow that she took. She seems to be quite dead as she is placed on the floor.
Who
Um,
was it? Sorry.
sorry, just
But
get the path straight. We're going there. Okay.
um
Just let me eat first.
um
Yeah.
uh, do, do you think that's wise? Helena gets up as she is healing Alana's. Well, not healing. She's trying to patch her up because she does. She's not a healer. Um,
Yeah.
that dragon thing. It did escape.
And
Well, she looks around at Ricard, Alana, Barnabas, Ren, the ones that fought the dragon. I I don't think we can fight it.
We have to. If we let it gather his strength, he'll come back stronger. With a bigger army, probably.
I want to
Right.
roll
Threat.
insight on Lothar.
What do you want? What do you want
to know it,
to know? It's
to know
not.
if the dragon will indeed come back stronger.
mm.
I mean, Lothar. D-
Lothar seems to believe so.
yeah, Lothar
I
seems to
mean, he
believe
can't
so.
tell the future, but
Yeah, Lothar seems to believe so at least.
All right. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Mm.
Um, let me just. Um, well, yes, but we're all hurt here. I don't. I think we should at least rest for today, and if we do have to go, maybe go tomorrow.
uh, I agree with you.
That
None of
said,
us is well enough.
that said, she looks around again. I think the only ones that can fight are Alphonse, Lothar, Lila. Oh dear. Some of our best
Uh,
fighters went down.
they have Barnabas.
Barnabas, I ain't going.
Why not? Don't you think this is a big enough threat?
I'm hurt.
You'll be better tomorrow. We're all hurt here.
Not this kind of hurt. Think I broke something. He puts his hand to his ribs.
I see.
Rand definitely broke something. A young lady over there. She's not getting up anytime soon. You really think you can take that thing when I couldn't?
Yeah.
Maybe we can't take the dragon, but if we take the Root Lord, the others might vanish.
What if they don't?
Then
If
we
they
still
don't,
take down the Root Lord.
Right? Right? Suicide mission then. Not going. He gets up and you see the old man start to limp towards the stairs. Just he's done with the conversation and just heads upstairs.
well, we can't make him.
Helena does.
We don't need him.
We do need him. What are you talking about?
I mean,
Who would
the Root
stay
Lord,
to defend? Right?
right?
If he's here, he will defend the city if it comes to it.
And the Root Lord himself is not that strong. At least it wasn't before. It all depends on how many minions he has with him. And if the dragon is there.
Lothar, roll me an intelligence saving throw. Good
Do I
job.
pass?
There's a moment when you focus your mind, but the memories are still too foggy. You can't really remember anything. It is probably too soon, or maybe they'll start to disappear. You don't know.
Well, I'm gonna get some food. You guys wanna eat something with me? Promise not to attack you this time, huh?
Not funny.
I should
I
help
agreed.
take care of Ren and Alana, and she goes back to helping however she can. You two, and I suppose Layla also goes to a table and sit down. You do see a sheet is being placed over the dead ones. Um, yeah, but you do get some food. The keeper, Michael, the one you're used to being the one that mostly cooks and sometimes serves the tables at the Pathfinders Guild. Um, brings you some food. Gives Lothar a pat on the back. Doesn't say anything. Just gives a welcoming pat and then moves back to the kitchen. Okay, just
Just
eating.
how tough was the Root Lord? Like, what can he do?
Well, he can bring trees to life. That's one thing he did. Just sort of animated a tree, make it fight alongside him.
Okay.
But the worst thing about him was his regeneration. I mean, every wound I opened up on him, he just closed them right away.
What does it look like?
The Root Lord.
Yeah.
Big humanoid figure made of roots, huge red eye in the middle of his face. Nothing special about it, except for that. Have you ever heard of something like this?
No. Just trying to
From what I
come
saw
up
at
with
the
something.
village, when he kills someone, he's able to, like he did with me probably, control them with the vines.
What about fire?
I haven't tried that. Might work. I
Because
mean, he's made
trees
of
make
plants.
exactly.
You remember during your fight, you did use your fire rune. It seemed to affect him like it would.
More.
No, it seemed to affect him almost like it would a normal person.
Hmm. Well, the little fire I used didn't seem to have any special effects on him.
Did he use magic? Like the pew pew people do.
I don't think he did to attack me directly. I mean, apart from the, giving life to a tree and healing by a bunch.
Okay. All right. I guess we can hit it till he dies.
And hope he dies. When I fought him, he was in the middle of a ritual. I mean, if he completed it, there's no way of knowing what sort of other powers he might have now. Ain't that
That's
great,
true.
huh?
Yeah. There's another thing we could do.
Run
We
away?
could. No. What? No. We could go after him and just collect information and then come back to the guild.
I mean, sure. Although I don't think we'll ever have more fighters willing to go with us than we have now. Everyone seems
We don't need
pretty
anyone
banged
else.
up.
Just the two of us. We're not causing any fight. If we get spotted, we run. We just looking for information.
Guess we could do that, just a recon mission.
Yes.
I mean, sure. Maybe
I think
find out if he plans on attacking the city again.
anything. We don't know anything, so every information would be better. What do you
Yeah.
say? All right.
Well, I'm up for it.
Tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning. I really
Good.
just need to eat something and get some sleep. I think I'll be good as new.
Are you ever going to take that, those vines off?
What vines?
Oh, wait. Sorry. Was Lothar still with the vines or not?
Lothar
No?
doesn't have the vines on his head, but
Oh, I'm sorry.
he's still wearing
Ah, yeah.
the wood armor, at least.
Sorry. There was I was confused. Yeah, that armor. It might Want to get something made of metal.
Oh. Oh, this is not my armor. Sorry, I was so confused by everything. I hadn't even noticed. Ah,
It's just, metal is better to getting hit.
well, I had the metal armor before this. See if you can unbuckle it on my back, please. If he has anything, to unbuckle.
Okay. I try to look for anything made to take the armor off.
Yeah, it seems to be attached with vines and plant stuff, but once you start pulling, but actually rather than unbuckling anything, you actually just pull the armor, and it starts to crack and fall apart as if it's no longer magically enhanced to be as strong as metal.
Mm.
And it just start falling apart as Alphonse like grabs pieces and it breaks the bark.
There you
Well,
go.
thank you. Now I just need to get a new one.
You still have the shield though.
Do- don't
Yeah.
you? Didn't you have any armor?
I have a chainmail. Do I have my bag, like my things
Nope.
with me? Nothing
The
that
only
I have?
thing the only thing you have on yourself is your shield.
And the sword?
No, the sword that was used was not even your sword. It was another sword that was left at the market. It was a sword, again, strangely, seemed to have been made with stone and wood.
Mm-hmm.
Probably also enhanced.
What, the sword as well?
Yeah, the shield was the only metal item that he had.
Well, maybe someone at the guild can lend me something for tomorrow.
Well, I
I'll
can
talk.
lend you my sword, but
I'll talk with James. I mean, if we're going on a mission for the guild, he might, help with the supplies.
I would hope so.
Do you
Because,
want to go ask now or
After
afterwards?
I eat, still eating, so
Okay,
I'll just finish that first.
okay. You can finish your meal, and I'm just gonna cut the chase. James does have a chainmail armor that he used to wear that he can provide.
And the sword, a long sword, perhaps.
You can take my spear if you want.
Better than nothing, I guess.
No, I have a sword for you. A long sword.
Oh, well,
Well, there
thanks,
you go.
James. The armor will do nicely until I can craft another one. After I have time, after we solve this.
Yeah. Well, and he closes the door on you.
Yeah, it's good talking to you too.
All right. So, you guys turn in after recovering as best you can. You turn in for the night, and Lothar. Sorry, I was blanking on your name for some reason. Like it was like this big brain fart. Like, oh, it's his name. Okay, Lothar. I want you to do 3 intelligence saving throws.
Well, I'm great at those.
Yes, you are.
Like any fighter I know.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
Awesome.
Wow. That is
Okay.
that is glorious. That is beautiful. All right. the memories of while you were under the influence. You see flashes of fighting. You see flashes of fighting humans, but then you see flashes of fighting people with long ears. But you can't really tell anything. You see visions of the dragon. You see it. It is very hard. You can't really tell most of the stuff. You wake up and your mind is still in the same. When it still has the same empty void as it had the previous day.
All but a dream. So yeah, I get up,
Mm-hmm.
put on my new chainmail, and go downstairs to meet Alphonse.
All right. So you move to the outside of the guild. You do see Ren sitting on a chair, having a breakfast and still wincing. You do see Barnabas also having on his table, um, having his breakfast as well. Uh, Helen does approach you. Um, I suppose it's just the two of you that are going then?
Yeah,
Well,
but don't worry, it's just a scouting mission.
no one enlisted, so yeah.
Alright. Well, I suppose it's good to keep the numbers low for such a thing. But. And she looks around at the heavily armored individuals. I'm sure you're dressed for a scouting mission?
You
What do
think
you
I should
mean?
wear a hood or something? A mask
Maybe
so
something
they
that
don't
doesn't make
recognize?
noise when you
Uh,
move? And she like gives pokes you in the armor.
Ha! Oh, I get it.
I don't.
Do you though?
Yeah, yeah. And I bump my chest with the gloves like ping ping ping. Yeah, we make a bit of noise.
Yeah, but
I'll
if we
change.
if we run into those creatures, we're gonna need to fight them.
But
We just need to run.
yeah, it's not. I don't think that the point of a scouting mission is the fighting, but. Well, you're
Oh,
the blue
sorry, I
belt.
don't usually do scouting missions. Or
Yeah,
when I do scouting missions, they turn into enemy eliminating missions.
Alright. Well,
it's okay. Just you have clothes, right?
Yeah, do have clothes.
Yeah, take your clothes. And I'll go to the room and take off the armor.
alright. Are you leaving the armor in the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Lothar?
yes, I'll do the same.
Okay. So
I'll
armorless.
take. Yeah.
Okay. Armorless, the both of you make your way to, well, the outside. And Helen does she does have a horse. She's holding the reins. Here, you can take my horse.
Oh
Is it
yeah.
amazing?
Well, she's a faithful one. I've been taking care of her for a few years. She hasn't failed me, so yeah, I suppose she's amazing.
It's good. Right. Thank you.
Right?
Anything else?
Well, I'm not sure if we should take the horse. I mean,
Why not?
last mission I did took my horse, but once we got closer to the monolith, I mean, to get closer to the monolith, I have to leave it behind.
Well, but
Oh, because of the thick forest, right?
Yeah.
it is 2 days travel there, though.
Maybe we go to the village, find a place to leave it there, and then do the way to the monolith on foot.
Wasn't the village destroyed?
Yeah.
Are you gonna leave your horse in a destroyed village? We can take a little bit longer for the sake of stealth, or
All right.
or no?
She starts
Is it?
taking the horse back to the stables. Then.
What do you think, Lothar?
Well, I mean, if it's a stealth mission, horses don't go well with that. And like I say, we can't really
That's
take it
right.
to the thick jungle. I let my horse with a strange elf we found at the village. Probably not there anymore, so the horse would be
Yeah,
alone pretty much.
you know, elves.
Oh, I did tell him to go run away if we didn't come back, and I think I didn't come back. I don't know.
You could have come back under the control of the Root Lord, correct?
Well, if I did, that's not good news for him
Or the horse.
or the horse.
Well, at least you do remember that the plant creatures weren't harming animals. That's
How do you know that?
because you did see animals in the destroyed uh, village that were just
How do you
walking
know
around.
that, Helena? You were not there.
No, this is the DM telling you what you remember.
Oh.
Ah, Helena is no longer with you. She went to put her horse back in the stable.
You went to put him down. No one
I'm
will
sorry,
take you.
girl. Nobody wants you, so you just hear a loud gunshot. There's not that there aren't even guns. Just hear the loud gunshot. All right, so you make your way, I suppose, towards Malkin. So it is going to take you a bit longer to head there. Do you want to go stealthily, normally, or at a rushed pace? For
Well,
I
I
think we
think
should
we
go
go.
stealthily,
I think we should
they
go normally
already.
till we get
Oh,
closer. But go on, sorry.
I was gonna say stealth because if they're already reaching this town, maybe they are already spread.
Well, they came by flying with a dragon,
Yeah,
so
they did. That's true. Yeah, so let's go normal until we get close and then stealth. Yeah, okay. I didn't remember that.
right, you start heading normally. So at your normal walking speed, keeping an eye out as you carry your weapons on your backs and shoulders and your shield, uh, and no armor. So no clank, 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 clank. Every single way you, where every single moment of your travel. It's actually for two guys that are used to having your heavy armor. It's actually kind of quiet. You're not used to that.
Yeah. We are used to that background noise.
Yeah, yeah, and suddenly it's just you hear birds, you hear
What the fuck was that?
where's my
I
clank
don't
clank
know.
clank? All right, but you go on. I forgot to mention you were given a pack of 5 rations. Just actually 6 rations. So for the trip there and back.
Good, because
Okay.
I don't have anything.
Yeah. Um, you can put it all in Alphonse's backpack. It's fine. It's it's not like super full. But either way, you make the first leg of your journey, the first day, and then you decide to camp out for the night. Um, are you keeping watches?
Yeah, I'll take the
Yes.
first one.
Okay. So the first watch, roll me a perception. Ah, now you roll high. All right. So you keep.
Hey, maybe I don't want to remember the stuff. That's why I roll low.
that is very fair. Um, you look around and the night seems quiet. You don't see any threats of moving planks, which is nice at least. And then it comes time for Alphonse's turn. Alphonse, you sit and watch. You do keep a bit of an eye on Lothar. You know, just in case.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not racist, but
Yes.
kidding. But yeah.
But this guy had a lot of dealing with plants, and plants
You
are
know,
known to be evil.
if it's a plant, I don't trust it.
Uh huh.
But I'm not a plantist.
Yes, you're.
Some of my best friends are vegans.
Wow.
Well, that actually means they kill plants.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Oh,
That's like saying you're not anti-Semitic and some of your best friends are Nazis.
I'm not even gonna say joke. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
No. Okay. Let's stop.
Yeah, let's stop, please. Um,
Yes.
all right, so you do keep an eye out, but nothing really catches your eye, and you continue on your journey. The second day of traveling, like usual, you make a pit stop at a town on the way to Melkin. It's I say town. It's a slightly larger village, a bit bigger than Melkin, much smaller than Snaken. And as you crest the hill, you start seeing it in the distance, the town of Mog, which is not how you remembered. At least you, Lothar. Alphonse, you've never been here.
Yeah. Could have
Seeing,
been this way forever.
yes, seeing from the distance, Lothar and Alphonse, you see buildings crushed. You see buildings, the remains covered in plant matter, almost like the forest from nearby has taken over the whole town.
this is the town of Bog
Mog, yes.
where we did stop. Yeah.
This is a pit stop on the way to Melkin.
Well, things have changed around here. For the worse.
So they already destroyed this town.
Yeah. It wasn't like this last time I came.
Yeah, I bet.
And at this moment, it starts to rain. Just to add insult to injury.
Oh, great. Let's find one house and, get some shelter.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I think we'll be staying here for the night, right?
We have to.
Let's go then.
All right. You start rushing towards the small town. What's your passive perception, just so I have an idea? Because
13.
14.
14. Okay. As you're getting closer, Lothar, you're the first one to catch movement. As you're close enough to see some movement as the rain falls on you. It's just from one building to another, you see something seem to move, almost like gliding.
Can I take a better look? I mean, is it something big, something small? Does it look like a humanoid?
This is
Is it?
you just had barely enough. You just had barely enough to see that something was moving. It is
Watch
it
out!
is gone from your sight. So if you wanna inspect more, you're gonna have to get closer and
I'm ac-
inspect.
I'm actually gonna suggest the opposite. Um, I saw something moving that way. Let's go this way.
Got it. Let's go.
And this way is
The opposite way where I saw that thing moving.
well, the opposite way is away from town. So
Was
you
it right in front of us? Was it to the left, to the right?
it was right. Basically, you were heading towards town. The town doesn't have walls. You were heading towards town, and you just see moving from one building to another in the direction of where you were going into town. You see that you saw that shadow moving.
Well, then let's approach stealthily so that thing doesn't find us before we take a better look of what it is.
Okay.
Roll
This is what we do in stealth missions.
yes. Roll stealth, please.
I assumed so.
I want a hero point that.
You can hero point that.
I'm gonna do that
I
too.
love. This has happened to me in 3 sessions in a row. I hero point something and it's a natural one.
Oh, don't
But
worry.
yeah,
It happens to the other campaign as well.
yeah.
It's
Hmm.
most of the time when they use hero points, it's exactly the same situation. They use hero points, it's even worse of a roll. All right.
Mhm.
Well, and nobody's gonna give you extra hero points
Oh
in
yeah,
chat.
I'm gonna give him a hero point.
Okay,
No, no.
You don't want?
you can. You can do it twice per session.
Twice.
Well, there's 2 hero points per session
Okay.
that can be given out. Whoever wants to spend
Okay.
those points,
Uh,
it's
I'll
up to
take
you.
it. I'll take it, Lil. I'll take it. Please
There we
be
go.
higher than 8. It was. It was higher than 8. Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you so much. So
How to
like
game
what
the
happens is
system.
Alphonse steps on a puddle. No, he's about to step on a puddle, then he just quickly jumps to the side, stepping on a bucket, a metal bucket, and Lothar takes out the bucket.
Okay. Okay. So you manage to sneak around, and as you move into the remains of one of the buildings, you start looking around. Roll perceptions, both of you. Keep in mind it's getting darker, so it is not full darkness to the two humans, but
I
it
have
just
dark vision of 120 feet.
there we go. So all right, even
Yeah,
then, Alphonse rolled better than you.
Yeah.
yeah, I can
Alphonse,
use the item to see in the dark.
you can totally do it whenever you wish. You
Yeah,
just have to tell me
I'll
first.
activate it.
It's
I
not dark
activate it.
yet. It's just getting darker.
All right.
Um, you you look around, Alphonse, and you see. Actually, you're the first one to see. While Lothar doesn't see anything, another figure moving around in the shadows. It is humanoid. You can tell that much, and it is walking.
Yeah, I bump Lothar in the shoulder and point at it.
Right?
What is it?
You can't really
That thing.
tell, Alphonse.
Okay. Is it because it's far away? Or
It's because you didn't. It is with the dim light. it is getting harder because it's apparently moving in the shadows very well.
Okay. Let's follow it.
All right. Let's try not to make any noise.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Roll another stealth, please.
No hero points this time.
All right. Perfect people for
Brilliant.
the stealth mission.
We're two fighters that wear heavy armor. What were we thinking when we said we're gonna make?
Well, too late
We're
to
not.
turn back now.
Yeah.
No, there's the point of this mission is that at any moment we can run back. That's
Yes, this is true. This is also true. All right, you started following the creature, and you think you're actually pretty good. You think you're actually stealthing around, doing a good job, and going from wall to wall, slipping between ruined buildings. But at some point, you lose track of the creature, and as you're leaning against a wall, looking around the corner, um, Lothar is leaning against the wall, looking around the corner, and Alphonse is behind him, pressed against the wall as well. You hear the sound of wood straining, and right next to your head, Alphonse, and you look to the side and you see a bow, long bow, being pulled back and an arrow just aimed at your head. Behind the bow, well, wielding the bow, you see very clearly an elf with green markings on his face, just aiming the arrow at your head.
Is it a normal elf? Does he have roots on top of him?
It just looks like an elf.
which
Did
is weird enough for
did
me.
Nadalo have also green markings?
Yes.
Please don't shoot.
Give me a reason not to.
We're here to help against the Root Lord.
The humans
Are
were the
you?
ones that started this. You two are humans.
Well, we were not the ones doing it. Are you from the Gahoe tribe?
He cocks his head, kind of surprised as he looks at you. Yes.
I met your friend, tribe mate, Nadalo, back in Malkan.
Ah, you have met
Helped
Montalo.
him against, the root creatures.
I see. Then you see he starts to lower the bow the long bow, and the arrow starts the string starts to loosen up as well as he lowers, and then he spots something. He looks at your back, Lothar, and his eyes grow wide, and he pulls back the arrow, no longer aiming at Alphonse, but stepping back and aiming at Lothar. You have his shield. You're the monster.
His shield?
Hey. It's all calm down.
And he points
Take it
points
easy.
points at Alphonse. Then he points at Lothar, and you hear him start whistling.
Hey, no. Cover his mouth.
Well,
It's
if
not what you think.
are you jumping him,
Uh,
Alphonse?
I guess I'm trying
Because
to. Yeah.
he took a few steps away from you, So he does
Ah,
get to
oh,
react
I
first if you try to.
no, sorry. I thought it was no pointing just straight at Lothar
No,
from
I
not
said
close.
he took a few
Okay,
steps
okay.
away.
No, I'm just scared.
Okay,
Just
and
then.
Uh,
he whistles, and
it's not what you think.
you hear two more whistles from different directions.
I tried to fight the Root Lord. He took control of me somehow, but I got free.
A monster, a monster with that shield, a big, giant monster, killed many of our people. And
Uh,
that is when you see on top of on top of a wall, you hear another bow being pulled, another string being pulled back on a bow, and then to that is to your left, then to your right, you hear two more. You see that you have four elves aiming their bows at you.
Yeah. Mm, completely surrounded. Lothar,
well, yeah,
you
I
fight
know.
pretty good, but you don't have any armor.
Well, you can't really run away from all of them. They're surrounding us.
Drop your weapons.
I slowly put my sword on the floor
I do the
and
same with
raise
my
my
axe.
hands.
Okay. You drop the shield now.
I take it off my back and put it on the floor.
Step away. They keep aiming the bows, and he nods to one of them as he uh, puts the bow on his back and starts to walk towards the weapons to take them away from you. Do you allow
Look,
him?
yeah,
Okay.
it was probably me that attacked you, but I have no memory of it. I mean, like I said before, uh, the Root Lord was controlling me. I'm sorry, but we're here. I mean, we're back to try to kill him, to try to end this.
He looks at the others, and they start speaking in Elvish. I think Lothar is the only one that understands, correct? Or do you understand, Alphonse?
I also understand.
Okay, so they start speaking in Elvish. It is a dialect. Lothar, you're familiar with. Alphonse, not so much because you're not from the area. But he's basically saying, "We'll take him to the Elder. He can judge what we have to do with him. Don't don't lose your focus." The other ones nod, and he lowers his bow, switches back to common. You
They're
will
taking us to the Elder. It's fine. We'll go along with you.
seems kind of confused that you're speaking. You understood that, and seems even more suspicious now. And follow me. And he turns around and starts heading outside of town. Um, the other one's behind you. One of them carrying your weapons and shields. Um, the other two have the arrows on the bows ready to fire in case you move. And you start a long march under the rain. It
Damn, I
is,
forgot my umbrella in
yeah,
town.
you definitely forgot your umbrella. You do have cloaks, traveling cloaks, but it is still uncomfortable. Um, you will have because you spent this was at the end of your day of traveling, So this is going to be a extended march. I want both of you to roll 2 Constitution saving throws. Because you're walking an extra 2 hours.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You deal with it well enough, Alphonse. You do start feeling tired. Maybe it was all the fighting yesterday, but you do gain a point of exhaustion. That is disadvantage on skill and ability checks. Either way, after about 2 hours of traveling, you do see in the distance a tent. It is amidst, because you did, I forgot to mention, sorry, you did go into the woods, and you do see amidst the trees a few tents that seem to have been attached with ropes to some trees, and there is smoke coming out of one of them. You reach the entrance of the tent, and the elf that seems to be leading this group, he tells you to wait, and he goes inside. The one with your weapons actually moves to another tent, then comes out without the weapons. This doesn't seem to be a village. This seems to be just 2 or 3 tents that have been placed in this area. You are left to wait in the rain for a few seconds, not even a minute, and then the elf walks back out and signals for you to enter. You go inside, and the moment you enter the tent, it goes from the cold of the early spring under the rain to a relatively warm little space. See, there's a small fire in the center. You see some pelts that seem to be lining a part of the floor where an older elf seems to be sitting. He has these very long ears that begin to droop halfway through, and he seems to be heavily painted on the face, even more green markings than the other ones. Seem to be lines from different directions, and there is no symmetry. It is one side of the face has some markings, the other side of the face continues with different markings. But this old wrinkly elf signals for you to sit.
I sit.
And he says, I understand you know my language. He's speaking in Elvish.
I answer back in Elvish. Yes.
Yes, indeed. In common.
I will speak in my language then. It is easier for me. He reaches down and takes a cup, clay cup, and takes a drink from it. And then he gestures towards the little fire where you do see there's a plate and two other cups that are hanging above being heated. Drink.
Well, thank you. We've been marching for a long time. I always talk to him in Elvish.
All right. Alphonse, do you take it?
Yeah, I smell it first.
All right. It has a sweet scent to it. And it is hot.
Okay.
You take a sip, and this seems to be a tea mixed with honey. It is a blend that you've drank before, Lothar. Seems like people from around this area like to use this herb and mix it with honey to heat up when it gets cold. And he puts down the cup. You are the monster with the dragon shield. Although you do not look like a monster anymore.
Like I told your man, the Root Lord was controlling me.
You took a lot of people from us. Many lives.
I also took a lot of lives from my people.
What do you remember?
All I remember is fighting the Root Lords and losing, apparently. Next thing I knew, back at Snacken, Pathfinders Guild.
A lot happened since then. The scout we sent, Ndalu, he returned to us. He did tell us about another one of our kind, and a man like you who seems to have saved him and then
Well,
went
it was
on
me.
to stop whatever was happening. We
I
found,
failed.
yes, we found no changes after a few days. And then we felt, and he puts his hand to his chest, the shift.
Well, that thunder was right in the right time.
Yes, I am a druid, I do this. This
What
is what I
shift?
do. Nature, the power and energies, magic has been changed around that area, and it is spreading. It is a strong force. We felt it. I am a part of a group of druids, shamans, worshippers of nature, elders mostly. We worried about the human and their influence, their bad influence over the stone. Obelisk, you call it, he says in common, the word. We found out that perhaps we should have never allowed the humans to be near it. You summoned something dangerous, angry.
The Root Lord.
He gives a nod.
What about the dragon that he has on his side?
We know all too well about its abomination. We set up our forces, warriors, hunters, and our shamans and druids. We gathered our people, and a week, maybe, we attacked. We tried to right this shift, but you, in your monstrous form, the great dragon, a dragon of wood and vines and poison. It attacked us. We did our best. And we were defeated. Most of our warriors, most of our people in that battle were defeated. We are doing what we can, warning humans, but we were too late. This settlement was already attacked. He takes another sip of his drink.
What happens if we defeat that dragon? Won't the Root Lord just simply bring it back?
Something of that strength. It requires a lot of life energies. From what we know, it took all the humans in that village, Melkin, you call it, to make this creature. A dark sacrifice. I do believe that if it falls, it will be difficult for this Root Lord to make another, but given time, he would. But the problem is, it is a powerful creature.
Our guild tried to take it down and they failed.
So have we.
What would we find at the obelisk?
Right now, the obelisk, it changed. This Root Lord made it its home. Our scouts say, the ones that survived at least, they say that the obelisk is now within a great tree. And the area has many creatures, shambling matter, plant matter, vines, roots, angry creatures that attack all humanoids. Not just humans, not anymore. Not since we tried to stop them. Takes another sip. Sighs.
We came here to check on his power, his armies and whatnot, so that we could find a way to destroy it.
From what we gathered, a lot of the creature's energies were focused on the dragon. But it does have some smaller creatures that it can utilize. They're not as dangerous. We are capable of handling them, but as long as that creature is around. Because even if we attacked, we I came to understand that this Root Lord can see through his creatures and can command them even at a distance. So even separating them, even if we attack the Root Lord, the dragon will be upon us soon enough.
Unless there's something distracting each other.
Perhaps.
I mean, the Root Lord was not on the city attack, right?
No, but he could see through the minion's eyes. So
Yeah,
he knows what happened.
yes. But if he was not there, that means that even when he decides to attack, he probably stays somewhere. Probably in the monolith or something.
Yeah, where he would be safer.
Which I would think that would be the best moment to attack him. When his troops are busy attacking someplace else.
Yeah. Yes. Well, the dragon would be coming anyways, because, it can fly. But
But
if
until
it's
it does,
until it does, we can defeat him. Yeah, probably.
and if we defeat him, there's a chance the dragon will die, maybe. You hope
Hopefully.
so. And since it was created by him,
We do not know if it will be destroyed upon its creator's destruction or if it will carry on its mission. We simply do not know.
we don't seem to have many choices.
So you wish to attack when the dragon attacks your human city?
Suppose that would be best.
A sacrifice, but a needed one, I suppose.
I mean, we have people in the city to defend it. They just need to defend it long
Yeah,
enough
they
for
just
us
need
to
to hold
kill
on.
him. Yeah.
Hmm. You will attack the Root Lord.
We should kill the
Yeah,
leader. If the head falls, there's a chance the rest of them would fall too. If they don't fall, well, that's a problem for us to deal later.
yeah, but if we take out the leadership, they become deorganized. Scattered.
Yeah, likely.
We know that when we wounded the dragon as best we could, it did take 2 days before it left its nest. Perhaps that is how long it takes to fly, to move again.
They attacked the city, was it 1 day ago, Alphonse?
Yeah,
You're on the
1 day.
second day of travel.
Okay, so 2 days.
Yeah,
We are, because we stopped. Yeah,
yeah.
second day.
This is a bit
Mhm.
over midday, so you're halfway through the second day of travel. So it was 2 days ago.
Yeah, the dragon would already be ready to strike again.
It was 2 days. No, then it has to return to its nest near the obelisk. It should be arriving now, or it should have arrived not long ago.
Did we hear anything? Anyone hear anything?
The obelisk is far from here.
Yes, but a giant dragon flying around.
We were not in this area. We arrived in this area. We have been scouting this area only recently. We saw the dragon heading in the direction of the human city. But when we arrived here, it was already destroyed.
I see. This is quite typical.
Well, if the dragon takes 2 days to gather his strength, he'll probably attack in 1 or 2 days.
Hmm. We.
I'm satisfied with. Oh, please. Do you have anything else to tell us?
I was thinking it might take the dragon a day to reach the nest. 2 days to recover. Another day to attack. I suppose we have 2 days before it might be ready to attack again.
Does that mean you're helping us?
If you wish to. If your goal is to attack the Root Lord, then at least we can gather our people, whoever is left. We can at least make a path for you.
That would be great.
As long as you put your strength that you used to kill so many of ours against the creature.
I will attack it with all my might, believe me.
It is more powerful now. We saw it finishing a ritual. It had a staff. The staff had this energy. It seemed to resonate with the obelisk. Much life energy. The fire of life is powerful in the staff and the obelisk.
What does that mean?
What do you know about the obelisk?
It's made of stone.
All I know is what your friend Nadalo told me. That he had some powers connected to the tree of life, but he didn't really explain it much.
Yes. The obelisk is a knot in the tree. The great tree of life where we live. We are in but a
Alphonse
branch.
rolls his eyes and looks to the other side. Like, shit, I've heard this all my life.
The great tree of life where we live. We are but a branch. The obelisk is a knot in the branch, a gathering of the tree's energies, where it then seeps into our branch. It is one of many. The power of life itself. The life-giving stones. We call them in our people. And it now has control over it.
And he now wants to use them to take life, not give life.
No, not just take life. It is trading life. Try life of the humanoids, those that walk this branch is being turned into life of the plants, trying to take over the branch, eradicate us. We are a plague to this root lord. It is using the obelisk to switch to what would be the word? Distribute the life that it takes. That is how the dragon was made.
Do you have any idea of how we can stop him? Maybe this staff, maybe if we destroy it, it will weaken him somehow.
Maybe. We, unfortunately, aside from visions and scouts, we were never able to get too close. The dragon made sure of that. You made sure of that.
Lothar is on our side now, so that's not going to be an issue.
Yes. I'm really sorry for what I did to your people. Believe me, I have no control over my actions.
You... Yes. You were not the first... Sorry, you were not the only to have been put under such a control. We saw another one. 2 elves like us. They were also under the control.
I also fought an elf controlled by the vines. But like me, once I weakened her enough, she was able to get her willpower back and take control of her form.
Possibly. Did she have blue markings on her face?
I think she did, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Then
she
it
did.
was the same one we fought. The other one, her face was covered, but we did see the ears. We believe it was a cave elf.
What?
A cave elf. One of our people, dwellers in underground.
Alright, that's news to me. Underground elf. So you fought that one, and did you do the same?
Some of our warriors fought this one and the other two, while us, the shamans, we tried to fight the dragon. The forces were too overwhelming for us. Heavy casualties in both battlefields.
It's like what happened in our town.
Yeah.
The creature.
But were
knows
you
this-
able to restore that elf's mind like we did to Lothar and Lothar did to the other elf?
we have not been able to attempt such a thing. We were too busy fighting for our survival.
Yes, right. Okay.
Either way, when you are ready to attack, our people will at least cut a path. We will keep the creatures in the forest, these plant creatures. We will keep them busy long enough for you to fight the Root Lord. That is
Well,
the only thing we can do.
from what I mean, for me, we can go in the morning.
I mean, go home.
Go fight the Root Lord. No?
We don't have any armor. We need to go back, warn the guild, get backups. Right?
Well, I think, but we're just giving time for the dragon to get his strength back and go back to the city.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you wish to go to the city,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry,
I mean,
Elder, please.
do you think there's time for us to go back?
we do
No.
not know when the dragon will attack. We can give you horses if you wish to ride to your home to prepare, but
That would still be 2 days. I mean, looks like our best shot, even without armor.
we can provide you
Because
with some armor, but it will not be like your metal shells that you use.
Well, I think,
it's still called armor when it's made of
yeah,
metal.
Yes.
anything's better than nothing.
Yeah, take it.
We will take you then to our camp, where our forces have gathered. He looks at the other elf at the entrance and gives a nod, and he leaves. And you hear him give instructions to pick up everything and start heading out. Your people will be caught unaware if the dragon does attack.
Well, we'll handle it.
Yeah, they're okay.
We can't warn everyone and still kill the Root Lord and everything else.
Yeah, we can't
Can
save
do
everyone.
everywhere.
Very well. And he starts getting up. I shall meet you there. And as he walks towards the entrance, you see him start to change his shape into that of a wolf. And once the transformation is complete, he rushes out. The other elves, they appear, carrying your weapons, still glaring a little bit at Lothar, but they do give you back your weapons and shield. Then signals, come, we will bring you to the camp.
Okay.
All right.
You get on your horses, and well, you are given
Barefoot.
horses. Yes, you are given horses. Actually, not given horses. You're riding with each of you is riding with another elf, and you ride throughout the night. You are tired, But at least you have horses and you continue on. Throughout the night, no, sorry. Throughout the rest of the day. No, throughout the night, yes. Um, you do arrive, it is still dark. And as you arrive, you see there are several tents, several different tents. Then you start seeing there are several elves with different colored markings. These seem to be different tribes that have gathered together. However, you do see more tents than actual elves that can use them. You see only a few, you see several of them seem to be laying on small makeshift bedrolls and one of the tents seems to have been outfitted for as a hospital to take care of several wounded. You see several of them with green marks all over their bodies that you've seen others that fought the dragon seem to have those same green marks. And all the while, everyone is looking at you, Lothar, your shield, and then at you. Your face was hidden, but the shield does carry a lot.
Yeah, I'm getting used to this look.
After you arrive, you are brought to another tent where, as you enter, you see a wolf who turns back into an elf and gives you a nod, the same elder. And then you see several spots for the elders in that tent to sit. However, only two spots are currently filled, and another one, as the elf you've been talking to sits down. Seems to be the only elder that survived. One of them seems to be not in a good condition either, but holding on as best he can. You wish to have armor. We will bring you whatever we can spare. He nods to one of the elves, and then he turns to the ground and starts making a rough drawing of the area. On horseback, we will be able to reach this place in half a day. The obelisk in half a day. Once we get there, we can wait until the dragon leaves. And then and he starts drawing what appears to be the forest. We will spread our forces, distract the plants. You will have to sneak in. Can you do that?
We can try.
We can. Yeah.
Didn't seem to go well in the village.
We will have one of our scouts accompany you, guide you to the obelisk. He will do his best to keep you hidden. You will not have a lot of time. Once you start attacking the root lord, his plant creatures might start rushing towards you. And if you are spotted by any of the plant creatures, he will know that you are coming. Understand?
Yes.
We got it.
You will only have a few minutes, at best, to kill him. Otherwise, the whole force of the forest might come down on you. Anything you wish to ask?
I don't really think
Not
so.
really. Yeah.
I mean, your plan seems pretty sound.
Yes. Well, it is the only thing we can do for now with what we have.
It will work. We'll make it work. We'll kill that bastard in. You know what? A single blow. That's right. Not even minutes. A single blow.
You are confident.
Too confident, I think.
I was just being optimistic.
Yes, that is necessary too. I
We
cannot
don't have
help
anything.
you with information about his powers. That we do not know. But he is sitting upon a base of life energy. There is, there are many things he might be able to do. Either way, you need to rest. We will give you a place to sleep, and we will ride out in the morning.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Elder.
The other ones give a nod as he does. You are escorted to a tent where you are given a bedroll to sleep and some food to eat. More of that tea, and go to sleep whenever you wish.
After I finish my tea.
Yeah. Just straight to sleep.
Okay. You steel yourselves for what might come, and you plant your faces on the bed, and you go to sleep.
I think we should keep watches anyway, just in case.
All right. You
Yeah,
want to
I
keep watch?
mean, the elves.
It's not the elves I'm worried about.
Yeah, but
For
you know, they
both.
keep watch better than us. They can see in the dark.
I can see in the dark.
Then you keep watch. And they turns around and starts sleeping.
All right.
Wow. Okay. I do keep watch, like not all night, but on my turn. You know, the time half
So
the
half the
Yeah.
night.
night,
That's the night.
you keep the best watch you can. Roll me a perception.
Do it.
All right. Again, you do see that the elves are moving around even at night. There are watches. A lot of them are paying attention. But none of them seem to bother you, and you don't seem to find bother you as in attack you, and you don't seem to find anyone that well, any problems outside of the camp. There is one elf that approaches you. Seems young, seems to be late teens maybe. As you're keeping watch, Lothar, and this elf approaches you, looks at the shield next to you, and looks at you. You killed my brother.
Prepare to die.
My name is Indigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
I'm so sorry. Wow. Sorry.
And he does say, "You killed my brother."
Sorry. Wasn't really myself.
But it was still your blade. They took my brother's life.
It was. Nothing I can do about it. Can't really change the past. Now can we?
Yes. Yes, we can't. Gives you this hard look. Tomorrow we will be allies. The elders seem to trust you enough. There is a bigger threat. But after that we will have words for more than that.
If we manage to stop the root lord, then anything you want, really.
He spits on the ground and turns around and starts walking away. You do get some other hard looks, but no other elf seems to approach you. And then you go to sleep. Alphonse stays asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the morning comes. You get on your horses. Well, horses that are provided to you. As the rain is falling down quite heavily and strongly. Hasn't stopped since the previous day. Lightning in the sky half the time. Strong winds. But you still ride towards the obelisk, pushing your horses more than you normally would on a normal travel. But you need to keep up with the rest of the elves as you see ahead of you there are at least 25 warriors, and you do see flying in the air large birds. They seem to follow along. This is only the ones that survived. A great many have fallen. But, well, you ride with these warriors to a dangerous battle, one would assume.
What kind of armor did they give us?
Yes, of course. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. I thought
Wounds
I.
are the
Oh no, this was you're the M forgetting about it completely.
It's okay.
Let me check what they can provide.
A
leather armor.
shirt.
This is all the armor we can give you. A shirt.
Yeah.
All right.
A
Made of the
+3
thickest
shirt
cotton.
of awesomeness.
All right. They can give you. Let's see. Let me just roll something. Okay, so they can give you a set of studded leather armor and a set of hide armor.
I don't know the difference, but let me go to 5e
No, I'll
tools.
tell you. Studded leather armor is 12 plus dexterity, and hide armor is 12 plus dexterity, but it has a maximum of 2 for the dexterity.
I can take the hide armor because I only have +2 to dexterity anyways.
I only
Okay.
have +1, so it's actually kind of the same.
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah.
the same.
I'll
Yeah.
Yeah,
go
it
for
ended up being the same because neither of you are super focused on Dex.
Yeah.
But well, it does come up. It does give you +2 to armor basically to your AC rather than being naked.
Oh,
Yeah.
+3 because I have defense. So I have
Ah,
15 AC.
oh, you have the fence.
So 12
Yeah.
plus Dex. I
Well,
also have the fence, I think. Let me check.
I mean, your build, Lils, you would have
It's for the
defense, right?
fence. Yeah, I do
Yeah.
have the fence. So 12 +1 +1 +4
I mean, if Lothar
12,
didn't
14,
Lothar
18.
if Lothar didn't have the fence, the only other logical fighting style would be the shield one, the protection,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, the +2 damage while you're holding a
One
weapon in one
weapon.
hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be cool.
but just the strong tank fighting style. Yeah, yeah.
I
The
guess.
strong tank.
Now strong. You are the strongest of tanks. But well, at least you have what
18.
18 AC right now. Yeah.
Wow.
When you have a shield, a +2 shield, that changes things. Alphonse, what's your AC
Wow.
right now, though?
It's none of your goddamn business, that's why. It's
I
15.
am the DM.
It's 15.
Well, you don't have a big ass shield. You focus on two-handed
No,
weapons, so makes
Yeah.
sense
I
that your
have a
AC would be lower.
big ass axe.
Yes. Well.
You have more Dex,
Oh
so
man, when
you get more
imagine
AC.
if I get the killing blow on the guy, the timber.
All right. All right. So you start riding towards Malkin, and as you arrive, you start to settle near the village. It is on the actually way before the village because the forest has taken over that area. So it seems like the elves are gearing up to wait until the dragon leaves. So they do not make camp as in they make a very obvious camp. They do keep use the use of fire to a minimum, and they cover themselves up. There they put up a couple of tents to hide from the rain, but that's about it. And now the waiting game starts because you have to wait until the dragon leaves.
Yeah.
So
Let's just hope he leaves sometime and he doesn't decide to,
yeah,
give up his attacking days and just stay there forever.
Yeah, open up shops, sell
Yeah.
erotic cakes. I don't
ah
know.
well, everyone has a dream. Don't question it. Don't judge people. Um, all right, so you start to wait, and you wait, watching the skies. Night falls.
Yeah, I
Oh,
nap a little bit.
all right. I want both of you to roll me perceptions. Just for
Perception.
you keeping watch. Okay.
Uh,
Okay. So
Aha!
you
We
both.
rolled exactly the same.
Yes,
We did.
exactly the same. Um, you both keep watch on the skies. Night falls, then morning comes. The rain starts to subside a little bit, and then eventually it turns into a light drizzle, and then it stops about at about midday. And when that happens, As the rain stops, you see and hear the flapping of wings. You see the forest ahead tremble and shake. And then you see this massive creature fly out from the forest. Long body, huge wings, long horns like just branches of a tree. It flies. Every single elf moves towards the forest, hiding under it. I assume you do the same.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Roll stealth, both of you, as the druids cast something.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
So both of you roll a
Wait,
13
wait,
and a 15.
This
wait.
whole mission depends
Okay.
on your stealth.
We suck
And
at stealth. All right. I was gonna give Lil's um a hero point, but okay. They cast pass without trace,
They
so
cast
that's
Pass
good.
Without a Trace, yes.
That's good. Can
Um,
save that.
you, you, those are, but still, that is basically enough for the dragon to not notice you as you were running, and then, like, I think, yes, Lothar, you tripped and you fell on your face before you got to the trees, but then everyone grabbed you and pulled you in, and the dragon just swoops by, and you see it fly into the distance. Now, do you wish to start the attack now or later?
well, this is our cue
Let's wait like
for it
five
to get
minutes.
further.
Yeah, let
Maybe
it get
like an
further away.
hour or something.
I think an hour would be too much.
Because, like, the closest he is to us, the fastest he'll get there. So we should wait how much time we think we need to defeat the Root Lord.
Okay, so how
Then
much
let's
time do
go.
you
Think maybe
feel you
10
need
minutes?
to defeat the Root Lord?
Uh,
Can we stay here like a week and then we make the move
You can. I just don't know what's gonna happen to Snaken.
yeah.
in a week?
Well, it's
You know? I don't know.
That's up to you.
yeah, maybe 5 minutes. Because we also have the Pass Without a Trace
Hmm.
active now, so that
Yes, you. While you're near the druid, you have passed without a trace. Okay, so you wait a little bit, and then you give the druid the signal to start. The elder nods, and then he gives the signal to the other elves as the warriors draw their weapons, take deep breaths, and charge into the forest, screaming and hollering, making themselves known, whistling loudly as well, just to give information amidst the war cries. The shamans and druids, they charge as well, leaving you with, surprisingly, Lothar, the one elf that went to you last night. He stays behind. I will lead you there. Follow me.
thank you.
Still giving this hard look towards Lothar, but he starts heading into the forest. Now, Because he's helping, he's focusing his attention on helping you hopefully not make a fools of yourselves. Roll stealth with advantage.
Both of us?
Yes. Okay, 15.
I think I will not want his help. Okay, his help is good.
It was.
All right. You go into the forest and you do hear the sounds of battle in the distance. You see and catch, well, you catch glimpses. You catch glimpses, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
They're
like
glimpses, but bigger.
Yes, they're glimpses, but bigger. Ah, God. Um, you catch glimpses of battle. You see as you go through the forest a man with an axe, an elf with an axe, attack a creature made of thorns, trying to cut him down. You see, after a while, uh, a group of elves shooting arrows at a large, shambling mound that seems to be approaching them, almost unaffected by the arrows. Same type of creature that you fought initially, Lothar. You see them trying their best to attack all these plant creatures, but you march on. You carry on, my wayward son. Sorry.
It's not funny when the DM does it.
It's not funny when the DM does it, is it? Okay, okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Now I understand.
players.
So cringe. So cringe. Yeah, okay, okay.
Sorry, no. Dude, let's be honest. It was funny. I just wanted to save it.
Yeah, yeah, okay, okay, okay. I see how it is. I see how it is. Okay. Um,
Oh, just signed your death sentence.
yeah, yeah, well, it seems like your wish
Well,
to kill Alphonse is going to be real.
it's not a wish.
It is
It's
now,
not a
bitch.
goddamn.
All right. You
By the way,
continue.
did you see that Crit Crab video about the DM who made a pun
No, no.
with the? Okay, okay, it's hilarious.
I'll
The
check it out
video is
later.
called "The DM Destroyed the Campaign with a Pun," but come on, it made it way better. It was hilarious.
Okay, I'll
It's
check it
worth
out.
it later.
I'll check it out
It's
after the
because you made
stream.
a pun, you know. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you continue. None of the plants seem to notice you. However, as you are getting closer to the obelisk, the elf raises his hand, signals for you to stop, and puts his finger in front of his lips. Shh. And then points up ahead. You are atop of a small hill with several bushes, and you look down and you see a creature, a humanoid creature walking about. Lothar, you see that this is very much the elf that you fought and the one that killed Ceres.
The one that I let get away.
Yes. She is walking around with two other creatures. They seem to be one made of vines, and the other is uh, one of those large hulking creatures, a briar creature, like made of thorns, rose thorns all over his body. They seem to be looking around. What do you wish to do?
Should are
Can we go
they?
around them?
Yeah, should wait maybe see if they move away. If they don't, we go around.
All right. Hi, Dusk. All right. You start to look.
Hello.
Hey, baby cakes. Don't TPK tell senpai. Maybe. Anyway, I'll try not to. Anyway, you wait, and they don't seem to be moving, and they seem to be looking around, and the elf says, "This is the path to the obelisk. Should we go around them?"
Maybe we should.
We should avoid all fighting until we reach the Root Lord,
Mm-hmm.
so that we catch him surprised.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes. All right. Roll another stealth to see if you can bypass this danger.
Still with advantage or normal?
Yes, he's
roll?
giving you advantage.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
No, I can do it.
Noise. Noise.
But it's the snap he does with the tongue. It's hilarious.
Noise. You start heading around the creatures, and at one moment, Alphonse, you step on a twig. This makes this loud, and you see the elf look in your direction. But then, luckily, another noise of another elf who jumps out of the bushes and fires an arrow at the dryad. She catches the arrow, and the other two immediately jump, attacking the tribesmen. And using that moment of distraction, you carry on.
This is the guy that was with us.
No, one other guy.
Another one.
Yeah, another one.
Okay.
However, as you carry on, the one that was with you, he stops you and points. The obelisk is that way. I must help my brethren.
Understood.
Do not
Good
fail
luck.
us.
Good luck.
And thank you for your help.
I did not help you. I helped my people.
Yep.
And he gives you this hard look still as he backs away and then turns around and runs back to where the fighting is happening. And both of you, by yourselves, are rushing towards the obelisk. You continue for about 5-10 minutes, and when you arrive, you see that the obelisk has changed. The topography has changed a little bit. Now the obelisk, Lothar, which used to be just a stone surrounded by 5 stones, now the earth seems to have changed, risen up into a higher platform. Stones gather around the monolith, which is now on top of a disc, embedded into a tree that seems to be growing around the disc, around the obelisk. A large tree that seems to give off this faint golden glow. You also see atop this raised platform of earth the creature that you fought, Lothar. It is bigger than it was before. Still a humanoid creature. Still made of vines and roots and all manner of plant life, and still with this glowing red eye in the center of the face. However, it has another addition. Aside from the weird tendrils that it had before during the fight, it has what you can only and immediately recognize. Uh, okay. What you can immediately recognize as Ceris's staff embedded into its back, growing out of his shoulder. It seems to have merged with it. Currently, though, it is focusing on the obelisk. Roll me perceptions. I want both of you to roll perceptions. I'm going to roll for Alphonse. Don't blame me if I roll poorly.
No, no. What was it?
13.
Pretty good.
Okay. Lothar. While you didn't hear this, Alphonse, Lothar, you hear something in the distance. You hear far away the flapping of wings. The dragon came back once the fighting began. You have, as you look at it, hopefully about a minute before the dragon arrives.
That's 10 rounds.
And that's where we're gonna end the session tonight.
Oh, come on. Oh,
Yeah.
come on, dude.
Because the fighting is going to take longer than 15 minutes. And I'm going to be very, very, very honest. My head hurts so very much right now. So,
Okay.
and we usually end at about midnight.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, and I feel it's an epic moment to stop at.
And there's
Dragon-
now we have time to
is.
think of our strategy.
Yeah. You have a week
Yeah.
for that.
A statue of
You know what?
Hidden
I'll
as
even
fast as we can.
I'll even put you on the map
Ooh.
so you have vision
Oh my
on
God.
let's see. I'll even put you on the map. There we go. Yes. I thought it was a good moment to stop. Why not?
It is a good moment to stop, and come on, even if it wasn't, if your head hurt,
Yeah.
come on, but we're not gonna force you to do anything.
Well, yeah, but this is the battlefield. So you have a week to figure out how to do this.
I think the plan is just rush and
Yes.
just go
Fate.
full Nova.
Yes. Well,
Fate is the place.
Lothar does predict that you have about a minute before things go
The dragon
badly.
arrives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, 10 turns. 10 turns to kill that guy.
actually,
Healed.
actually no, he is this size.
Yeah, slightly bigger.
Yeah, slightly bigger. But either way, I hope my players enjoy the session, and I hope our viewers enjoy the session as well.
It was a more RP focused session.
Yeah,
It was good.
it was a very RP focused. I hope you still
Since
liked it.
last one was mostly combat, so this
Last
one
one
is
Yeah,
was
mostly
it was.
RP.
just combat because last one was pretty much fighting Lothar.
Yeah.
Except the first part when we were getting the mission and whatnot.
Yes, of course,
But yeah, other than that,
Yeah. So I didn't plan it for because I obviously planned the fights, but I figured RP session sounds good. But
Yeah,
yes,
we were being careful. We were
yes, I love
gathering
that. I love you
information.
guys being careful. But anyway, I'm gonna find someone to raid, and again, hope you guys enjoyed it. And
As always.
it's always a pleasure to play with you guys. I'm sorry for stopping a bit earlier, but I really I
No, it's
figured
okay.
I figured this
it's
is
totally fine.
it's
Next week
fine.
we kill it. We kill him.
Hugo, massive. You go massive.
You can call me whatever you want. Okay. I mean, careful.
Massive Ugu.
No,
Sure.
he's not calling you fat. He's calling you massive.
Uh
Yeah,
huh.
like Lothar,
Yeah. Keep
who can go
talking.
to large
Keep
size.
talking. All right.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
I think I'm gonna raid Holly because Holly raided us while raided the stream uh not long ago, and she's probably doing art, and she's super sweet. She's a
I
very
think you rated her last week, right?
was it?
I think you
Or was
did.
it her that
Or
rated us?
I know
I don't
she
know.
raided
I just
us.
remember that her drawings were really cool.
It's fine.
That's
Just
what I
just
remember.
do it.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you shouldn't rate her. I'm just trying to figure who she was.
Yep. But either way, I'll raid her because she's nice. She's a sweet bean, and yes, next week we'll have more Talia Pathfinders. And tune in also Tuesday for Talia Misfits, who also ended the session on a cliffhanger.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I like ending on cliffhangers. Makes people want to come back to watch. Yeah, I'm kidding.
And play.
Yeah,
And play.
I don't care about the players.
Oh,
Love you guys.
good
Right.
to
know.
know.
I know.
Yes.
You care about the players. You don't care about
No,
the.
sorry. Your cliffhanger involved one of you falling off a window with a crossbow bolt in their chest, and a giant red monster falling on top of someone. So
Yeah, ours is pretty okay.
yeah, it's just a giant murder dragon that is heading your direction while you have to kill the boss in the time limit. Cool. Yeah. Either way,
We get a
I
chip.
mean, my build is made for going Nova.
great.
My
Good luck with that.
build is made for enduring
Good
long
night, guys.
fight.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, man.